And good evening, everybody. This is e-rev.tv. We're bringing you some CEVO CSS action. First off, to introduce myself, my name is Dustin 30 Time Array. This is my first cast here at e-rev. Some of you may recognize the voice and the name from Ponage Television, but I'm over here now doing my first cast by myself tonight, actually. We had some staff members who had to step out, and that's perfectly okay, though. We're going to get this one going. Tonight's match is between Vicious Gaming and Smashers. It's kind of hard for me to call them just Smashers. Most of you will recognize them as the Keyboard Smashers from looking at their roster. We will go ahead and go a roster rundown right now just to get you familiar with both teams. For Vicious Gaming, we have Blazed, Elmer, Thaz, Random, and Nukem. For Smashers, we have Polar, Glocketeer, Tor, Monkey, and UTP. So, like I said, those familiar names from Keyboard Smashers are on the Smasher side of things. We're playing the match tonight on the Tuscan. That's going to be the two teams. So far, this is the number 1 versus number 2 seed. Vicious Gaming, number 1 with a 4-1 record in CEVO. Smashers, the only undefeated team left in CEVO at 4-0. They look to maintain that undefeated season tonight, and if they win, they will go on to be first place at CEVO if they can knock off VG tonight. So they have not played each other yet this season, so this is kind of a first test for both teams against one another. They have both played on Tuscan already before, though, I think this is the second Tuscan match. Vicious Gaming played against Fatal Esports and beat them 16-10 on this very same map, and then Smashers had their last victory against the Sour Patch Kids on this map, 16-7. So both teams have already had some success on this map, so they're going to work to get successful on each other. So far, 2 rounds have already passed. It's the pistol round, so this kind of typical stuff. Smashers so far, the dominant force. All of them have not died yet, and no one on VG has gotten a kill yet, so very dominant pistol rounds here by Smashers so far on this map, as we see Tor working up long B right now, throwing some MP5 down on Elmer, taking him down. So B site is pretty much all but secured. Bomb is still dropped, though. They haven't decided what they're going to do with that thing yet, as we have some people working up Cat right now, trying to get the A site under control. Thaz grabbing 1 from the defense. Tor right back, though, onto Random. Nukem getting some as well. Monkey with the MP5. So 3v2 situation right now in favor of Smashers, as Monkey just put down Thaz. So now 3v1. Nukem all by himself with the USP. Able to grab 1. Grabs Monkey with the USP. He's going to go over there and try to get his MP5. Is going to grab the MP5 right now. He's 1v2, though, and he doesn't have really any health. It's going to be kind of a prayer for him to take this round. But we'll see if he can do just that, as the bomb has been picked up. It is going B. Tor is at middle, about to peek Nukem, and he's going to take him out. Nukem not had the health to win that battle, so score is 3-0. Smashers take all 3 pistol rounds. About to see the buy rounds here shortly, and that'll kind of determine the mood for the rest of the half. I want to try something new, though, guys. If you're out there watching and you have IRC, if you could please go to pound e-rev, pound e-rev, and visit that IRC channel. We're trying to build that channel back up, get some more idlers in there. So if you guys support the e-rev movement, definitely join that channel. And if you want some shout-outs, send them over to Dirty Time, and I will try to read those at halftime. If you have any shout-outs you'd like to throw down to the community, definitely would love for those to come in. So like I said, pound e-rev on the gamesurge.net and IRC if you want to visit that channel. Support e-rev, idle, and perform. And also, if you have some shout-outs, send them in to me. I'll get to them at halftime and as I can, and that'd be great. I also want to give a big shout-out to CEVO tonight, who's throwing this match right now. We do a lot of work with CEVO, and they are a great league to compete with. So if you haven't competed at all, or you want to get into the competition scene, CEVO's a great way to do it. It has competition for all kinds of games, not just Source. So definitely check that out over at CEVO. Meanwhile, we're going to move into the action. So far, the gun round going to Vicious Gaming. Polar and Tor already down for the Smasher squad, as they pretty much have things on lockdown, so to speak, as Monkey and UTP are working up the back doorway to A. Bomb is up on Glocketeer, as he's actually working up Cat with an op right now, trying to see if he can peek anybody. Does grab 1 from the site. UTP simultaneously takes down Blaze, so they even things back up. 3-on-3 situation for Smashers. They're trying to take this round back. So Glocketeer tosses the bomb up to his teammates as they're trying to get into the site. They get the plant. Lots of smokes going down, though. Glocketeer not able to see much with that op, trying to hold the site down. Elmer through the smoke, going to grab the planter, which was UTP. Other teammate going to go grab the bomb now and try to get on the plant. Glocketeer also moves into the site with him, grabs an AK, going to be a little bit better for these rushes. Flashbang goes off, Glocketeer goes spraying. He does grab one in that spray. 2-on-2 situation. Nukem from behind is going to grab him from Cat. Ilmer takes the site from middle, taking down Smasher's Monkey. So the first gun round goes to VG. Nice job there by them to kind of turn the tides around. So meanwhile, what I was saying is get over to that IRC channel, guys, and idle it up. And like I said, get your shout-outs in to me, Dirty Time. You'll see me in there. Also, I want to give a shout-out to another thing. I'm actually at a LAN center right now casting this match because my school's internet went down. And I know some of you guys that are watching this are local fans from the Mobile, Alabama area, which is where I live at, University of South Alabama. So there's a new LAN center that opened up. It's on South University Boulevard, right behind Fusakli's and Smoothie King. It's called Electronic Adrenaline. So if you don't have a gaming ring of your own, or if you just want to get together with a bunch of other guys who like PC gaming, definitely check this LAN center out. It's great. $4 an hour, and you get a free hour if you bring a friend, so pretty awesome. And on top of all that, it's a PC repair shop. So if your computer is kind of busted up and you need some help with it, this guy here that owns the place, really great guy, and he knows his stuff. So definitely come check out Electronic Adrenaline over on South University Boulevard. Same shopping center as Bruno's and Chaos Tattoo Shop, right there behind the Fusaklis. Come check it out. As we are moving into the 5th round, Nukem, the last man standing in a 1v4 situation with the M4. He's probably just going to see if he can look to save it as he's moving his way to SA2 Long B area. Kind of watching mid. Nope, he may go ahead and grow bold and go for it right now. He is actually going Long B in a 1v4 situation, popping some flashes into the site with the M4 here to see if he can spot anybody out. Sees one inside this site. That's Glocketeer with the AWP, and he's going to put him down with that. So Glocketeer, his namesake is the Glock, but he definitely is a huge time opper for this team, and they're going to take the second gun round. Scores now 4-1 here in this match, as so far it's looking like Smashers is kind of doing really well for themselves on T side. And Tuscan, for those who already play Source, kind of already know, and for those who have not played Tuscan, it's a very balanced map, I think. It's not heavily CT-sided like some people think Nuke is. It's fairly balanced, so anybody can score rounds from any side of the map. So far Smashers doing that. They won the 3 pistol rounds, and so far we've traded gun rounds between the two teams. So still kind of early to tell how the pace of this match is going to go. So far, the performers right now are going to be Elmer for VG as well as Nukem, and then we have everybody really on the Smasher side doing the work as they're hitting the A site hard right now. Lots of flashes. 2 VG players down as A has been secured by the T's. They actually are working on that bomb plant. Elmer and Random, the last 2 remaining for the retake. Elmer does grab one with the Deagle from CT spawn, looking towards the site, sees one with the AK, tries to put him down, but Polar is going to get the better of him. So the score now 5-1 in favor of Smashers. As like I said, all of them are doing really well. Top fragging for them though is Tor, who's 8-2. UTP not far behind, 7-2. And so far, Random has yet to get himself a frag for the Vicious Gaming squad, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time before he makes a connection with lots of rounds still left to go in this half. I do see Polar right now, if you're looking at images, repping that Oregon Ducks. As you know, we had the National Championship College game tomorrow between Oregon and Auburn. I will be cheering for Auburn, as I am from Alabama, hoping they'll dominate the Big Ten from the SEC. Just if any of you guys are football fans, be sure to check that out. As we are moving back into this round, round number 7, Tor picking up the first pick onto Random, so that'll be one more round that he does not get himself a frag as he's sitting at 0-7. Elmer going to respawn though, grabbing Tor with an AWP. Nade coming in from Nuke to take down Polar. Glocketeer responds. 3-on-3 situation. It's even. Bomb has been put into the B site as UTP secures himself another frag for Smashers. Blaze and Daz will be on the retake to try to take this B bomb site back right now. See what they can accomplish. Blaze is going to be coming through bridge right now as Spaz has been taken down. So he's by himself in a 1v3 situation. I think he's just going to take this M4 and save it as he's working himself back to the A-bomb site with that M4. He's just going to go ahead and get as far away from possible as the other team. And I would have to say it's probably a wise decision as this round's going to tick away as the bomb's about to explode. And we're going to move into round number 8 here very shortly with Smashers just dominating the half so far, 6-1. And so, like I said, so far, both these teams are doing great. And the LAN center is going crazy. I don't know if you can hear all the screaming in the background. I do apologize for that. But that's what happens when you enter a LAN center. It's nice and big gaming environment, lots of screaming and yelling. I couldn't ask for much more, really. As we are going to move into this round here. Looks like we're going to see a bit of a push from the CT side this time. They're actually doing a pretty nice little boost here on that mid billboard. If you caught that, Bobcat, it's pretty nice, as they are on eco. So they're trying to get a little advantage by some surprise positions. And look at them on the eco. Oh my goodness! On the eco, the Deagles able to outdo a dominant Smashers team who has been dominating them this whole half on the gun rounds. On one eco, this VG blows them away. Random got his first frag that round. And they just blasted them away with the Deagles. Maybe they should stick to those the rest of this half, and they might see a little bit more success. Pretty crazy. And none of them have to buy now. They all get guns. That was pretty intense, I have to say. So we'll see how. I think that maybe have smacked Smashers in the face a little bit. I don't know if maybe they were getting a little too full themselves or getting a little. A little cocky, but I think that one was a reality check, as they just got raped basically on an eco round. So we'll see how they can do this round. Tor and Glocketeer coming up catwalk with the bomb. Blaze has already grabbed himself 2 frags for the VG squad as they're coming up and getting flashed right now. Nukem takes him down, so bomb down. Polar on cat by himself. He's going to get destroyed. Looks like VG starting to hit their stride right now. It's Nukem and Blaze both had 2 frags each. Thaz with 1. And so VG really starting to get some momentum, I think, in this half, as they are slowly working on a comeback. So far, Elmer is really the one that's doing great for them, even though Nukem and Blaze was really given a presence that round, as they're starting to finally build up their frag count after looking pretty low so far this half. And UTP still holding up very strong for Smashers along with the rest of them. So we'll see how long this lasts. Looks like we have a bit of an eco from Smashers this round. All of them located in SA2 with the bomb. Looks like Polar and Tor will be working Z connector with that bomb, as we have 3 players going long B. So it's a 2-3 split on the B side. All of them pretty much have Deagles. Elmer grabbing the first frag with the op. Random grabs the 2 that were coming Z, so that's bomb down. UTP, Monkey, last 2 players are in the site, actually. Elmer takes down 1. UTP now by himself pulls out that knife in desperation, and he gets opped by Elmer. So thanks to the eco round and a good eco round by VG in their own right just a few rounds ago, slowly sliding themselves back into this match, as the score is now 4-6. So they're definitely working on a comeback here. We do see Glocketeer and Smashers Company buying up this round, though, so this should be a little bit more interesting. I think this is probably Smashers' chance to try to steal the momentum back and put this half away for themselves, as they only need 2 more rounds to secure victory of the half. But VG's definitely knocking on the door here lately, starting to hit their stride, so to speak. So it looks like we have a bit of a split all the way through the map. 1 mid to B2A, bomb down in SA1 as Glocketeer fell to Thaz in middle. So Monkey now trying to come up to see if he can steal that back right now. Nukem in the meantime grabbing UTP over by Cat, so that's the bomb down over by Cat, and Nukem is heavy on top of it. As we do have 1 player in SA1 getting that bomb back. That's Monkey. He's going to be moving back through T-connector to SA2. Looks like they're going to be trying to change pace here and go towards B, as Polar and Tor are already at the site right now. Coming from long, Polar grabs Elmer with the op, not before he grabbed Tor, though, so now it's a 2-on-4 situation as they're trying to get into the site. Polar with the op grabs 1 headshot on random, looking towards CT spawn to see if he can spawn any rotators. Not seeing one as of yet. 2v3 situation. Bomb is getting planted. That's right there at the hut, grabs the kill on the Polar and comes in and grabs Monkey before he can secure the plant. So VG making that comeback 6-5, only 1 round away from the tie. Sorry about that, I had to sip me some bubbly, as going solo can definitely dry you out. Like I said, score 6-5 right now. Elmer up on top, 14-7. He seems to be the radiating dominant player from VG so far this half, but Nukem not too far behind. And as I say that, Elmer puts himself another frag over on Polar. It looks like we have another eco, or deco I should say, by the squad of Smashers. Nukem on catwalk taking down Monkey as he tried to dig. Nukem with this deagle takes down Glocketeer. Blaze with the grenade, hammers in, and then Thaz finishes it off by taking down Tor. So that is the tie I was talking about happening right here, 6-6. Not surprised when you put the number 1 and number 2 2 team in the CVOP against each other. You kind of expect it to be close, and that's exactly what we're getting out of this match tonight, as the score is 6-6. It doesn't get any closer than that when it comes to the round, so we'll see if Smashers and company will try to steal back the momentum, though, and get back ahead, as they are on a bye this round. We have 3 players at SA2 this time around. Bomb is still actually floating over by SA1, though, as they're working kind of a 2-3 split. Really just waiting for rushes at the time. No one from the VG squad is rushing, however, they're all kind of sitting back. Thaz once again boosted up on his billboard spot at mid. We'll see if that plays any role in a surprise bang tactic of some sort, as Monkey actually is creeping that way. Elmer does grab Polar, so once again Elmer lining it up over at his side. Here comes Monkey and Glocketeer on mid. Thaz comes down and surprises Monkey and takes him down, so that was pretty successful. Glocketeer responds right back, though, with the frag of his own. 2v3 situation. Bomb is up on Glocketeer. He's actually moving to middle with his teammate who actually has an op. Moving over to SA1 now. They're actually going to go A, and I don't think they're going to meet much opposition here if they hit it quick enough. UTP grabs Nukem on the rotate 2-on-2 situation. Looks like Glocketeer may get the site for free, unless some CTs can rotate here very quickly. And one does get through by the door. Glocketeer puts a nade on him, and a little bit of gunfire is going to go ahead and go for that plant. UTP coming up behind with Cat with an op. He's spotting out CT spawn with that op, trying to see if he can spot any rotators out, which they will be coming soon. He misses the outshot on one of the rotators, and he's starting to get low on the health. Only 50 or 60 health right now for himself, as he's trying to help. Glocketeer does grab one. Blaze grabs one, so one-on-one situation. Glocketeer going to finish off Blaze, though, and a nice little exchange. Looks like he had a little bit of a lag issue right there, right as he was firing at Glocketeer, which kind of froze him up a little bit. I saw him kind of spike up to like 100 and something ping. He's now back down to 40 something ping, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but either way, Smashers retakes the lead, and now 7-6 is your score overall. See how this round treats the company. It's like Thaz getting a little bit of a boost here, try to kind of peek mid in a special way over in CT spawn, because he's going to be looking for someone coming through that connector. Bomb is actually towards SA2 this time with Polar, UTP, and Tor. Looks like they may be trying to kind of work the different routes to B this time around. See if Thaz is going to see anything off this pick. That would be pretty nice. He seems to be the trickery person in this situation. Is going to get one from that spot. Takes down Glocketeer. I'm sure he's not too happy about that. In the meantime, though, Tor did take down one, so it is even 4-on-4 situation. Bomb on Polar over here in SA2. Looks like he's going to be working towards mid with UTP as they're moving their way to SA1. 47 seconds left on the clock here, as we do see Polar working up mid pretty hard with some flashes right now. Tor rotating with the bomb back over towards Catwalk, as UTP does take down Nukem in the site. Blaze is still there. He's going to take down Monkey. And 3-on-2 situation. Polar takes him out with the AK. 3v1. Elmer with the op in a 1v2 situation. Takes down one. Not able to do anything else, as Polar is going to be the victor of that little battle, getting that AK headshot from CT spawn. So 8-6 your score. So, Smashers has already guaranteed their victory of the half at 8-6, so they will walk away, but we'll see whether or not VG makes it as close as possible with 8-7, or whether Smashers takes a little bit more of an advantage going into the second half. Looks like we just have a lot of people waiting back this time around. Nukem going to grab the first kill, though, as UTP did try to kind of push Cat a little bit with the peek. Nukem grabs him with the op, so first Smasher player is down. Elmer grabs Tor. He's working on a 20 bomb for himself this half. He can get himself one more. As Glocketeer is going to take him out, though, so that will not occur. 4v3 situation in favor of VG. Monkey working himself up mid right now, trying to see if he can throw a little bit of something, as Blaze is waiting inside the A-bomb site for him. But Monkey actually sneaks by and goes window room. Meanwhile, Nukem taking out another player. Polar takes down one. Nukem with another op frag. Just dominant right now in this round. It's 3 frags for him so far. Monkey, last player remaining. He's actually walking bridge to B site. He might catch somebody off guard. Spots one in Hut, though, and gets the frag on the Nukem, so that's one down. He's in a 1v2 Speeds one over by CT Spawn, going to pop a flash that direction, head into the B bomb site, as the bomb is actually down by along B by SA2, so he's going to have to come over here and grab that right now, popping some flashes. Random is the one in SA2, and he's going to be able to secure it with a nice frag right there. So score 8-7 at halftime is your score. Smashers up, but not by much. And I lied, I am not an IRC, so if anybody was trying to send any shout-outs, send them to Bombcat actually, and he'll be able to read them at the end of the match. But definitely, like I said, idle and perform. Pound E-rev. And definitely get your shots into Bombcat, because I am not in the IRC channel. I'm at the LAN center. I forgot I'm not in IRC because I can't from here. But if you send your messages to Bombcat, we'll be able to read them off at the end of this match. You'll send them over to me on Steam or something, and I'll read them out. So definitely do that. And also, if you have the Facebook, which I think a lot of you probably do, we do have a fan page on Facebook. If you guys have not already visited that, you can visit that. Just search Electronic Revolution on Facebook, and there is a fan page you can hit and like, and we can send match alerts and cast alerts to you via Facebook to kind of remind you what's going on. So definitely check that out when you get a chance. And also Steam group, another big thing. If you search Electronic Revolution on Steam, you will see we also have a Steam group that you can join. So definitely check that out. So right now it looks like Smashers is really just dominating the pistol round. As the only two players left are Emma and Thaz are going to be coming through back way on doors, trying to attack the site. Tor, though, quick to respond and get two. So first round goes to Smashers, as it's now going to be 9-7. And I think that these pistol rounds are going to be fairly important in this situation, actually. Being up 8-7, if VG can secure these pistol rounds, they can tie it back up. But so far, Smashers has that advantage, and they do have the SMG advantage as well coming up on this round. So it's basically just going to be mostly VG is just going to have to kind of wait for the gun rounds unless they can pull off another surprising eco victory, which, I mean, has happened already this match. So definitely can't count it out, but UTP and company coming down. MP5s take down one. Nukem takes a nice 1D at middle, though. Glocketeer with the FAMAS over onto Blazed. Grabs himself one. Monkey with the MP5 coming down mid. Grabs Nukem. UTP on Elmer. Random response with his own random 1D. He's in a 1v3 right now, as he does have the bomb and working Z connector with the Deagle. He has 45 health coming up on Z connector right now. As UTP is going to be over in window room waiting for Random, and Polar comes up behind him and takes him out with the MP5. Sorry. So now scored 10-7 in favor of Smashers, as they are definitely taking the advantage of having these SMGs in the earlier rounds. I see a couple of them actually buying up M4s, and VG is not, I don't think, in any type of panic mode. They're going to continue to save going through these 3 rounds, not surprise buying. I don't think they're too worried. I guess they feel confident that if they can just get to the gun rounds, even if it's 11-7, they still feel confident that they can try to make a comeback. But we do see Polar pushing Z connector, UTP pushing long B, and together they're going to grab themselves 4 frags. Blaze only a player remaining. He's going to get a 1D on the Polar, actually. He's going to get the bomb as well. 100 health in SA2 in a 1v3 situation with the Deagle. Grabbing the bomb, actually going back through T-spawn to SA1, it looks like. He is looking to work himself over to A, as he is in the back of SA1 with the Deagle. 1-on-3, like I said, does have 100 health, so it's possible he could secure this. It'd actually be a nice little momentum shift for his team, possibly, if he can pull this one off, as he is working himself to Catwalk, as Glocketeer is going to be right there on Catwalk. He's going to be the first person that Blaze is going to see coming up right there, and Glocketeer is going to put him down at the M4 and secure that last eco round for VG. So the score is 11-7, but this is going to be the first buy for VG, so I think they're going to have a little bit better chance on the attack, obviously, able to kind of equal out the gun battles as far as firepower goes going into this 4th round of the second half. So, We are in the 4th round right now, the second half. Like I said, everybody with guns this time around. See how the T-side strategy is going to change here. It looks like we have a couple going underground to A. It's going to be Thaz and Blazed. Or excuse me, just Thaz. Is going to be going kind of underground. Random and one other player kind of holding SA2 area in middle. Nukem actually kind of working Z connector a tad bit. And we have Blaze and Elmer working up Catwalk. So it looks like this is a typical default split, as we have basically a 1-2-2. So this is kind of a split, but as I say that, all of them are gathering up on Catwalk now. Elmer grabbing Glocketeer as he grabbed Blaze as they're working their way into the A-bomb site from Cat and underground. Lots of flashes going off. Lots and lots of flashes, actually. Thaz also picks up a nade kill and an AK kill in the midst of all that. UTP and Polar, the only 2 smashers remaining. Polar coming middle, but gets caught by Elmer on the way. UTP now by himself as how quickly the tides have turned in favor of VG, as they were able to just really dominate the A site that time. They all hit Cat with 4 players. Thaz able to grab himself 2 frags. Player from Dwarfs came through and just they really held down the A site very nicely with a good exchange of counter flashes. I was blind most of the round, unfortunately, so I didn't really see exactly what took place, but looked like it was just a solid A hit from Catwalk that Smashers did not defend very well. That's going to make the score now 11-8. As with the gun rounds coming, VG looking to work themselves to a better position. Look at this fast rush up Catwalk with 3 players. Glocketeer goes down very early from the Deagle of Blaze. Tor grabs Blaze at random, grabs him right back. He has the bomb. He's looking in the site. Monkey is in the site in smoke. No one has seen him yet. He's just waiting right now for the plant to go down. Oh man, just some craziness. He did. He's actually trying to ninja defuse, but finally gets caught. That was great. Oh my goodness. It was so funny. Random just walks into this site, does not notice that Monkey's hiding in the smoke the whole time. He tries to go for the defuse, doesn't quite grab it. That would have been something definitely noteworthy if it would have took place, but did not. And so the VG squad is able to grab themselves another victory. Total right now is going to be 11-9. 11-9 is your score right now. So very, very close. SVG has so far been very successful on these gun rounds on their T side. Their quick hits on Catwalk have been very effective. I don't think Smashers has figured something out for that yet, as it looks like they're knocking on Cat's door once again with the bomb. Blaze going to be there with the AK. He has Elmer right there with him with an op. Thaz working the door, the underground doorway. This seems like something that is kind of a pattern for this team. This is the second time I've seen them work this same exact split with Elmer and Blaze, that Cat and Thaz going underground. Thaz actually grabs Monkey underground with that AK headshot, so that's going to give them a man advantage right now as Blaze and Elmer are working themselves up Cat. They still got to take down the Force and Glocketeer, who's going to be holding down this site, as he does grab one already, grabs random. Tor grabs Thaz as well, who is trying to come through underground. Glocketeer grabbing himself another out frag. Elmer and Nukem, the last 2 players remaining. Nukem does grab Tor, so 2v3 situation. Nade comes in, takes down Elmer. Nukem grabs himself a second frag and a third frag. He's about to clutch his pants off right now if he gets this last frag. Polar, last player remaining with 100 health coming up middle. Nukem has the bomb, and he's actually working back to Cat, checking middle really quick. Now working himself back into the A site. Polar's going to be right there at middle, as Nukem's actually trying to throw some spam down. I think he's maybe expecting something like this. Pops a smoke in the mid, comes through, catches Polar off guard as he turned away from it, I guess supposing it might be a flash, and Nukem is going to grab himself a monster round right there. That was 4 frags for 4 frags for Nukem that round, and 2 of them were while he was by his lonesome. So very, very nice job by Nukem to keep that round alive, as Glocketeer was putting in some early solid defense with that op. But like I said, Nukem turning things around for VG that round and keeping them on track to tie this thing back up, as the score is now 11-10. So they need one more round to tie it up, and they may very well be able to do so here. Looks like he has CTs on an eco. All of them are actually sitting underground. I don't know if they're waiting for Baz to come through once again, but he's not going to be coming this time, as him and 2 other players are actually just working SA1 Cat. Nukem and Random are kind of working the middle SA2 area. Polar is going to be in the site, Like I said, Glocketeer and UTP are actually trying to come behind SA1 from the underground area. So it could be pretty interesting. Ilmer right now with this op working up. Spots one, misses the shot actually on UTP. It's kind of a big miss right there. He kind of needed that one. Monkey grabbing himself a deagle frag and catching Ilmer after that missed shot. So the CT's on the eco right now. So far, I remain ahead, but actually, Company has actually made their way over to B. That's planting the bomb. Nukem and Random helping them secure the site down. Glocketeer and Company will be rotating here very quickly, actually. Tor gets spotted in the CT spawn by Baz and gets taken down. Nukem takes on Glocketeer. Ooh, lots of frags going off. Blaze grabs Monkey. That's Polar. UTP last player remaining right now with the USP. He's actually running far away, it looks like, actually. He's actually coming to the back of T-spawn, really. I guess he might be saving himself a gun or something like that. Yeah, he's saving himself an op for the next round. So he is going to grab Blaze as Blaze tried to come back into T-spawn to grab him. Random is also going to be after him here. And he is going to get caught by Random while he's not looking, so he will not be able to save the op, and VG takes themselves another round, tying the game back up to 11-11. So very, very, very close match to be expected, though, like I said, with the number 1 versus number 2 and CevoP going head-to-head. Like I said earlier, Smashers looking to try to keep an undefeated record, and VG trying to keep it at a 1-loss record. And so far, it's anyone's game right now, 11-11. Very, very great match. I like having a good match for my first one. Looks like we see VG doing another one of those quick cat hits with 3 players. Glocketeer right there on top of the box just trying to do something. Gonna grab no one. Monkey grabs 2, however, to help him out a little bit. Baz grabs 1 from Catwalk. Right now we have a 2v3 situation in favor of Smashers. VG trying to hit this A-bomb site. Tor is in the A site, trying to hold it down right now. As Torres is going to grab himself 1, and he's looking to grab Ilmer as well. Throwing spin through the boxes. Ilmer grabs him, though. 1v2 for Ilmer as the bomb is down. He has 18 health and an AK. He grabs himself an op instead. Peeks towards CT spawn, trying to see if he can spot anybody out of the boxes. Not the case. Polar sitting at mid, UTP sitting at window room, really being very patient as Ilmer's just kind of popping off some bullets, trying to see if he can catch anybody randomly. Picks the AK back up. Throws a frag over towards CT spawn. No one there for that, though. As finally he sees the opper peek from window room. That's UTP, and he's going to get the best of him with that op frag. So just as quickly as it's tied back up, someone had to take the advantage, and this time around it was going to be Smashers, as the score is 12-11 in favor of Smashers. As they'll either look to try to put this one away, or we may see VG try to just go ahead and tie it back up again and keep this thing close. Either way, it should be interesting. So let's see what the T-side is going to be doing this time around. Looks like Baz is going to be doing his typical underground movements right here as Random's holding down SA2, Nukem working that Z connector, and Blaze and Ilmer working Cat. So they're back to that default split that they were doing a few rounds ago that they've been successful with a couple of times. As most of their rounds have been either from this split or from a 3-man Cat rush. So we'll see how that goes right now as Ilmer and Blaze working Cat slowly. Thaz making his way underground. Glocketeer does grab Ilmer, though, on Catwalk, so 1 Cat player down. Blaze responds with the frag of his own, so 4-on-4. Monkey right there to try to stop Blaze from being successful, as Blaze does have the bomb. Monkey is going to flash Blaze and take him out, so bomb down at Cat. Tor also grabs Random. Baz from underground grabs Monkey. 2v3 situation right now in favor of Smashers, as they are holding it down pretty well so far, I'd like to say, as Baz is trying to work himself from boxes, grabs Tor, so 2-on-2. Nukem tries to come back with the bomb, but gets caught by UTP, and then Polar finishes off the round by taking down Baz. So now the score is going to be a grand total of 13-11, as they're starting to slide away with the lead a little bit here, starting to kind of set themselves in a winning pattern. So we're going to see here what the T-sides have in store. It looks like all 5 are going to be running together this time around. Looks like they might be on some type of eco. No, not an eco necessarily. I see one with an AK. That's Polar and Z connector takes Baz out before getting taken down by random. So even a 4 and 4. They're hitting the B site hard. UTP with the op takes down random. Ilmer responds. They have a fight in a window room. Tor takes down Nukem from that battle. Blaze takes down Monkey. So even 2 on 2. Bomb is up on Blaze, but he's going to get rocked by Glocketeer and leave Ilmer by his lonesome inside the B site on balcony. Spots one up on balcony, takes him down. So 1-on-1, it's going to be him versus Glocketeer for all the marbles on this round. He's trying to go get the bomb. Glocketeer right there outside. He does get the bomb. Glocketeer rushes in the hut and gets taken down. He got a little bit aggressive there, thinking that Ilmer might go for the plant, and Ilmer said not so fast and puts a shot to his dome piece. And he's going to try to get this thing back close again as the score is 13-12. One more round to tie it back up for VG. That was a solid round. They changed things up a lot that time. Like I said, they were usually either doing a fast 3-man rush on Cat, or they were doing like 2 Cat, 1 underground, 2 SA2, and that time they just took all 5 to SA2, rushed like 2 or 3 Z connector and a couple along B, and just really caught the defensive Smashers off guard. Definitely got out of that pattern split that they had been running, and I guess just Smashers wasn't ready for that strong of a B hit. So we'll see how they change things this time around. I see lots of pistols for the CT side, so I'm guessing they're on an eco this time around. So we'll see what T-side's going to do. We have 3 working Cat right now, so it looks like they're working back up to that 3 Cat hit. They do have 1 underground as well. Once again, old Thaz coming from underground, getting ready to hit that site from multiple directions. Go Tor coming in from the defense with the pistol, misses. Nukem takes him down with the AK as they're looking to try to 13-13. Nukem with the nade toss grabs one. Thaz grabs Glocketeer from the doorway. So 2 Smashers players, so that's UTP and Polar. They're both coming from middle, both with pistols. Polar grabs one with the Deagle. So we're going to see if they can keep it going. UTP grabs one with the USP. Oh no, can we have a shock victory for Smashers as they have put themselves in a 2v3 situation? Trying to see if they can throw a shocker down, popping some flashes into the site. UTP trying to work himself into the site. The clock is against them, that they have to defuse this bomb. Lots of flashes going off. I am blind as balls. I think so is Smashers, as Thaz takes down 2 to finish off that round. And that's going to make things tied back up at 13-13. So, man, this is actually turning into quite a nail-biter. I expected it to be close, but not this close. I was kind of thinking that Smashers would kind of walk away with this one, like maybe 16-10, 16-11, something like that. VG does have a great roster, though, so I guess I cannot be too shocked by how close this has become. Tor trying to rush middle right now, getting blinded fairly hard as he has rushed middle, trying to attack SA2. We have one that came from long B. That was Tor who takes 1 down, takes 2 down, as they had done a surprise of their own, rushing middle. That's the first time they've done that. Kind of catches the VG squad off guard, as Blazed and Thaz are actually at SA1 with the bomb. They were going to try to work Cat, but now with this push, they're kind of getting slowed down a bit, as they are at a 1-player disadvantage. Thaz is actually returning back to his realms in the caves underground to try to sneak up a site from behind, as meanwhile the bomb on Ilmer and Blaze are doing that Cat. So 2-1 split on A coming up here. Here comes the nades into the sites. Blaze and Ilmer working their way in. Thaz came through, gets taken down by Tor, who is in the site. Glocketeer from Palm Tree gets the Deagle frag, and Ilmer grabs Glocketeer, but Monkey is right there to tag him back and put this back in Smashers' back pocket, as the score is now going to be 14-13 in favor of Smashers, as they're going to look to buy this round, get things tidied up, and try to put this one away once and for all. But you have to think that VG, being this close, is going to be looking to knock on the door very soon. But unfortunately, they are on a deco. So what this is going to mean is they're probably going to lose, and this is going to put Smashers at a game point situation, as they are all rushing long B. Glocketeer with the out grabs Ilmer, trying to get out of there though, rushing back through hut. UTP grabs 1, 2, and 3 with the M4 before going down, and Polar finishes it off with the frag of his own. So this is going to put Smashers at a game point situation now. So it's 15 to 13. So essentially, it's pretty much win out or die for VG. They have to win out. So this run is crucial. Obviously, Smashers takes it, it's over. But VG can look to tie this up and bring it to overtime if they can win out the next 2 rounds, which is what they were trying to do there by saving, trying to get some money to put up a fighting chance these last 2 rounds to tie it up. Smart decision not to try to gamble and keep it from the game point. So we'll see if they can bring this to an overtime. It'll be pretty neat having an overtime match to cast for my first one here at e-rev. Just like I said, another quick reminder, check out the IRC channel, #e-rev, as well as the Facebook group. Just search Electronic Revolution on Facebook, join that fan page, as well as the Steam group. Do the same thing, search Electronic Revolution and join up on that so we can keep you up to date on all of our cast and things going on over here at the Electronic Revolution Network. So far, no frags this round. 55 seconds left on the clock. No frags either way yet, as VG definitely being very cautious this time around. It's a do-or-die situation for them. They have to win these next 2 rounds, so they're definitely taking their time, trying to do this the right way. We have Random and Blaze working Z connector. Thaz is in his typical spot underground, and Nukem is coming up middle right now. He's going to see the first action. Polar takes him down with the M4 headshot. So 1 player down. Clocketeer grabs Random, so 2 players down for VG as they're trying to get this tie, but it looks like Smashers just knocking on the door of victory as they just need 3 more frags to solidify that. Blaze is going to grab Polar from middle, though. Thaz grabs Monkey, so they tie it back up. 3-on-3 situation. Tor grabs 1. Thaz responds, so 2-on-2 situation right here. This is a huge round for both teams, either a tie or a chance at a tie, I should say, or a victory. We'll see which way it goes as UTP is coming, Clocketeer, excuse me, going to grab Blaze from window room with the ops, so 1v2 situation here for Thaz. He's inside the site with very, very low health. He peeks towards CT spawn, sees 1, misses it, and UTP grabs him from the palm tree to solidify this round. So Smashers will be your victor of this map on D-Tuscan week 3 of CEVO-P. Going to keep that undefeated record, going to go 5-0, knocking down the other team to a 4-2 record. So very, very nice job, very, very good game over here at e-rev. We definitely appreciate you guys coming out to watch it tonight. It was definitely very nice to cast once again. I hope everybody that's listening enjoyed it. You'll be able to check out this match later, again if you'd like to, on demand, as we have lots of other casts on demand as well. So if you want to check out some past work here from e-rev, or if you missed a match and you want to go check it out, definitely go visit the on-demand section. And like I said, I don't want to perform that IRC channel. And check out the Steam and Facebook groups as we're trying to build those back up. Bobcat, I don't know if we got any shout-outs or if we did, if you could send them to me on Steam Friends, I'll try to read them out real quick. Got none. Okay, that's no problem. Well, we definitely appreciate you guys coming out tonight to watch the match. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back again. Like I said, we were always casting, so always check the website that you're listening to right now to see any information for future casts, because we'll definitely have them throughout the course of this month and forever and always. So definitely come on back. That's the e-rev, and check us out. We appreciate it. And like I said, check out those groups on the IRC channel when you get a chance, folks. We appreciate you guys. Have a great night as we brought you some great CEVO-P CSS action. We look to do a lot more here in the future. Like I said, appreciate it once again, and good night, folks.